Hello. Imagine for just a second that you live in a very dangerous country full of political turmoil, high homicide rates, poverty, and food shortage, and you need to escape that country. Now, your best case scenario has tight immigration laws put in place by a president who doesn't necessarily understand immigration as a whole. But that's your country, that country is your best opportunity for safety, so you go anyways. This is the situation that Miriam Vargas is in today. She lived in Honduras, which is a very dangerous place. As you can see, maybe you can see from there, I don't know. This graphic shows child homicide rates. The 10 countries shown here are the 10 countries that have the highest homicide rates in the world, and they're all in the Latin America and Caribbean regions. At the very bottom is the world average. It's about the size of maybe my thumbnail. But then Honduras's child homicide rates are at least 5 times that. So it's a very dangerous place. Now, Miriam Vargas, she immigrated to America as an undocumented immigrant because the path to citizenship in America is very difficult. Sometimes it can take 6 to 9 months, but recently it's been double that, at least a year to get citizenship, and that's if you're lucky. Now, Miriam Vargas is an undocumented immigrant, and when President Trump was elected, he really cracked down on undocumented immigration. With ICE and tighter immigration laws, they really started to get those people out of the country. And so Miriam had to do something. She had to take sanctuary in Columbus, Ohio. Originally, she lived on the west side with her husband and her 2 kids. Those 2 kids were born in the U.S., so they're citizens, so they could stay. However, they wanted Miriam out. She didn't want to go back to Honduras by herself because she'd be leaving her kids here. No mother or father wants that. She didn't want to take her children back to Honduras because of these high child homicide rates. So now she's in a very tough place. She finds a church not far from Capitol, really just down the road, just down Main Street, that would accept her. And the congregation at the church voted to keep her in sanctuary at the church. They let her stay there, they let her live there. They didn't know how long it would be, but however long it was going to take was fine by them, because this church decided that Jesus did the same thing with other people from different countries. He was very hospitable towards them, so they decided it was the right thing for them to do as well. Now, I tell you all this for a reason, because there's a couple things that we can do for Miriam Vargas. She's a very sweet lady. My Spanish class got to meet her, and we got to talk to her face to face. She loves to cook. She's a great mom. I think she deserves to stay in this country. I'm not going to persuade you on your immigration views. However, I want you to know that there are different things that you can do to help. First, it's a very tough situation. That's what you have to understand. There's a second lady who's living in Columbus right now in sanctuary. Her name's Edith Espinal. She's in a very similar situation. However, her situation was much more publicized than Miriam's. Therefore, the government found out more and more about her, and she became on ICE's radar. And so now, the government has started to build a criminal case against her by fining her thousands of dollars every single day that she stays in the country. And she's racked up over $1 million worth of fines just by living in sanctuary. So they're trying to build a criminal case against her. It's not looking great for Edith at the moment. Hopefully things change with this 2020 election. But Miriam's organization wants people to call different Ohio senators, Joyce Beatty, Sherrod Brown, and urge them on this issue because they have direct impact on this case. And those are people that can be allies for Miriam and really help her. There's also a salsa fundraiser that was last Friday that I was actually going to pass the flyer around to the classroom. It was $10 to get in. Miriam was going to cook all the food. There's going to be somebody there teaching everyone how to salsa dance, and then afterwards there was going to be just regular dancing with a DJ. It was going to be a lot of fun. Unfortunately, they had to cancel it because of all the coronavirus stuff. But Miriam's people at the church decided they're going to let her stay and keep everyone else out. So she is still living in sanctuary, and she's still doing all right. Although she has been in there for, actually her website does have a count of how long she's been in there. 632 days and 13 hours. So she's been stuck inside this church for a very, very long time. Also, there are organizations asking for different gift cards instead of direct donations, because they want to give her as much choice as she can have, since she can't go out and buy things herself. Online shop, Amazon, Target, different things like that. So she can get clothes, and she can pick out whatever she wants. So that's what I have for today. I hope I was able to inform you a little bit more on the situation going on directly in our community today.